I've been working in the cloud for the past 5 years as cloud architect, focusing on networking and security of cloud infrastructure, working with thousands of developers. Before my cloud journey, I was a Cisco engineer and then network architect for many years, and today, I'm going to share with you my cloud engineer roadmap. The tools and technologies that you should learn won't be all but just pure beginner necessities and concepts, but I am pretty sure most of it can greatly help you in your journey and stand out when you're applying for jobs. One of the first things you must understand and decide on is which cloud platform that you should learn first: AWS, Azure, or GCP. The truth is that they all provide similar services but tweaked and named slightly different. As always, the difference is in the details. Different cloud platforms dominate various sectors of the market. AWS and Azure are used from small business to Fortune 500 companies. GCP is similar, but what I observed, it is less used by big businesses. I actually work for one of the big corporate, and I do security architecture for 3 main private cloud providers. Number 1 is AWS because of solutions which they offer. Network and network scalability is number 1. Azure is behind. GCP has less scalability for robust solution from big 3 clouds provider. But this is a different discussion for the next video. Why Azure is strong as private cloud provider? The answer is simple. This is because of Active Directory, which is a corporate solution, and handsets of thousands or even millions of engineers know Microsoft solutions. Azure job market is very competitive, and old date engineers support and promote Azure technology because they know that technology. Why AWS is leader in computing world? This is because they created services for customers, and these customers drive AWS. Now, here's a quick AWS summary by AWS CEO Adam Selpinski from the latest reInvent.
Having the broadest and the deepest set of capabilities matters. Like having 3 times the number of data centers compared to the next largest cloud provider, which makes a huge difference in capacity and availability. And having 60% more services and over 40% more features than the next closest cloud provider, so you can innovate without constraints. We reinvent so that you can reinvent.
Can you imagine how huge AWS is? And because of the company's innovation, we can innovate too without constraints. If you are just beginning in cloud computing or maybe looking what's best for you, then I suggest to explore more in something that keeps on innovating. My good friend said if you know AWS, which is the most robust cloud provider, then you will have no problem understanding or studying other cloud providers. Well, you just heard a fact that is 100% true. Do you now have clue which platform do you need study? I bet you say yes, and that is AWS. Out of scope is Oracle Cloud, as you can run Oracle databases in AWS. Don't start your cloud journey from IBM Cloud because it is not mature yet and they market novitiates compared to the leaders. You can have 2 cloud career paths: cloud infrastructure engineer or architect, and cloud developer. Both must start with understanding cloud concepts and cloud infrastructure. For me, starting point was pass AWS Cloud Practitioner exam, and I highly recommend you do same. Of course, study AWS services. The AWS cloud community is great. Next that we have, do hands-on labs, but be very careful to do not exceed AWS free tier. When you start becoming familiar with AWS services, infrastructure as code is the next step. Infrastructure as code allows you to manage your infrastructure more efficiently and with less errors. It ensures consistency across environments by treating infrastructure as code, and just like software code, your infrastructure can be version controlled as well, allowing better collaboration among team members. Now with infrastructure as code, you can automate the deployment of infrastructure, making it easier to scale and adapt to changes, and I recommend learning this type of infrastructure as code because this is important. CloudFormation is what you need to know in and out. Definitely, this will help you in your cloud job. You also should dive into AWS CDK, which allows you to define cloud resources using familiar programming languages like Python. So not only does that teach you how to learn infrastructure as code, but also a programming language. This brings a software development approach to the cloud. You can try AWS Serverless Application Model or AWS SAM as well. The AWS Serverless Application Model or AWS SAM is an excellent choice for managing and deploying serverless applications on AWS due to its streamlined and efficient process for defining serverless infrastructure using simple YAML configurations. Additionally, AWS SAM integrates seamlessly with AWS services and offers a built-in local testing and debugging environment, significantly enhancing the development experience for building scalable and reliable serverless applications. After mastering CloudFormation, AWS CDK and AWS SAM, progressing to Terraform is a strategic move because Terraform's infrastructure as a code approach allows for the management of a wide range of cloud services across multiple providers, not just AWS, ensuring versatility and scalability in cloud infrastructure deployment. Additionally, Terraform's declarative configuration language simplifies defining and versioning cloud infrastructure, making it an essential tool for robust and efficient cross-platform cloud management. Which programming language for AWS should you study? Well, studying Python for AWS is a smart choice because Python's widespread popularity, ease of learning, and vast ecosystem of libraries, including AWS SDKs, make it ideal for developing cloud-based applications and automating cloud operations. Its versatility and readability cater to a broad range of tasks in AWS, from scripting simple automation to building complex, serverless applications, making it a highly valuable skill in the cloud computing domain. When you are familiar with IAC or infrastructure as code like CloudFormation, AWS SDK or AWS SAM, it's time to start C/CD to build knowledge. Once you're familiar with infrastructure as code concepts through tools like CloudFormation, AWS CDK, or AWS SAM, diving into continuous integration and continuous deployment, or CICD, is crucial because CICD practices streamline the process of integrating code changes and deploying applications, thereby significantly enhancing efficiency and reducing the risk of deployment errors. Moreover, mastering CICD enables seamless, automated workflows that are essential for maintaining consistent, reliable, and scalable cloud infrastructure and applications in a dynamic AWS environment. Being familiar with AWS CI/CD services is essential for leveraging the full suite of AWS capabilities for automated software deployment. However, understanding how to use tools like Bitbucket and Jenkins is equally important as they offer flexibility and integration options beyond the AWS ecosystem. Knowledge of Bitbucket and Jenkins enables you to implement CI/CD pipelines in diverse environments and collaborate effectively across various platforms and teams, making your skill set versatile and adaptable to different project requirements and workflows. When you have first AWS certificate, and you are comfortable with AWS services and tools what I mentioned in my presentation, you can decide in this point what you want to be, an AWS cloud engineer or architect or a developer. Of course, at this point you can apply for your first cloud engineering job. Studying AWS theory rigorously and engaging in hands-on practice, including utilizing AWS's free labs, is vital because it helps solidify conceptual knowledge and builds real-world skills that are crucial for effective cloud solution implementation. Undertaking your own projects further enhances learning, as it allows you to apply theoretical knowledge in practical scenarios, fostering deeper understanding and innovation in using AWS services. So that's it, and good luck with your cloud journey. If you have any question, please put it in the comments section below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get ahead of more cloud computing snippets.